Hi, what's up? In this video, I want to discuss what I've learned about content creation and the differences between going viral and being relevant. And I've discussed this in my main channel, MrShowTym. I'm thinking about people like Saint Kevin Samuels. Why did Kevin Samuels, go viral? Why did he blow up? As a content creator, you need to understand that people don't care about you specifically as a person. Okay? Not you. They don't care about you. No, they don't care about you as a person. They care about the entertainment you provide. Now, there was a time where there was far less people who were doing podcasting prior to 2016. Okay? Now, today, everyone and their mother has a podcast. I remember there was a time when I was starting out and people were like, oh, I have a YouTube channel. They're like, oh, wow, really? It's something that's rare. Now, everyone is like doing podcasting because we live in the attention economy. Everyone wants to, is competing for attention. Some for good reasons and most for dumb reasons. I'm seeing retired professional athletes like, oh, okay, now let me do podcasting. It kind of annoys me because it lessens our impact. Because a lot of the people that are former MSM zeitgeist pawns, like athletes, professional athletes, and former TV talk hosts like Amanda Seals, Stephen A. Smith. Well, although some of the guys they do reactions, I mean, some of us we do reactions about these MSM guys, but if you started your career, if you were first known as an MSM zeitgeist machine pawn piece, chess pawn piece, and you get relegated to YouTube podcast, yeah, that's a downer. That's you getting demoted. That's a relegation. We consider that a relegation, okay? A demotion. Some would say you fall off. They're like, haha, look at you, now you're doing podcasting. Huh? Now you're doing YouTuber. You're a YouTuber. Yeah, it is a form of relegation. Falling from grace, as some may describe. But the beauty about life is in every group there's a captain. In every group there's a leader. In every amongst the peasants, few will rise up and actually become leaders, kings, right? So there's a part of me that says, okay, although everyone is doing podcasting and the market is very saturated, okay, it's very saturated, like it's and also another thing, these former MSN zeitgeist pawn pieces, right? They immediately have an advantage because they come on YouTube not to make a name for themselves because they've already established themselves as a name on the MSM zeitgeist machine. So people talk about Cam Newton. If LeBron James were to retire, if Amanda Seals, Tia Mowry, if she were to start doing podcasting, yeah, she doesn't have to start off with 0 subscribers. Okay, even without her posting content, she could just like announce on her Instagram, "Hey everybody, this is my new YouTube channel," and even Meghan Markle now has a Netflix series of her cooking. But we're not going to talk about Meghan Markle right now because again, you are starting off on an advantage. But here's the nice thing: although these former MSM zeitgeist machine porn pieces, them coming onto YouTube is like them falling from grace. They're starting off on an advantage. They don't have to worry about the algorithm or trying to gain subscribers. These people are not watching videos. Nick Nimmin and Roberto Blake and vidIQ and Daryl Eves talk about how to grow your YouTube subscribe. No, no, they don't need that. They never have to worry about that. They don't have to worry about the different tiers of the YouTube channels, you know, from 0 to 100, or from 100 to 1,000, or to 1,000 to 100,000, from 100,000 to 1,000,000. They don't ever have to worry about that. They can just get their, like, someone like 500 subs right off the bat. But guess what? They may get like a fair share of viewers and subscribers. But understand this, they are taken far less seriously. I mean, their voices still, the Red Pill community, we're still going to do reactions from them. And although some of them, they steal our talking points, I mean, Shannon Sharp has been caught stealing from Coach Greg Adams. Right? A lot of these guys have been caught stealing talking points from, you know, Coach Greg Adams and amongst others. And the new guys, they hear them say that for the first time, like, oh, he's so brilliant. No, he stole that from some of the of our Red Pill guys, our Red Pill Manosphere guys. Okay, so that is kind of a downer. But at some point, people catch on. They figure out, because you can't fake authenticity. You can't fake genuineness. You can't fake experience. It comes out eventually. So, although Shannon Sharp can host platform Cat Williams and expose Hollywood and get like 40-something million views, sure. But there's a difference between going viral for the moment and people actually like leaning on to you for guidance. And all these celebrities, they've lost their mojo. Hollywood has been exposed. Okay? Hollywood is pretty much dead at this point. You had people like Diddy coming out, you know, Hollywood exposed for being like this PDF file ring, cult cabal. It's terrible. Now, people are looking for people who are experienced, like a lot of our Red Pill Manosphere brothers. We come on the internet because people love an underdog story. Okay, a lot of us started off from zero, and we had to build our audience. We had to build our credibility. Some of us started with, you know, we're like an RPG character, started from zero. A lot of our attributes 0, and through our life experiences, we had to build them up over the years. And some have been fortunate to, you know, catch the algorithm surf wave, and they've ridden it to the island of relevancy. Shout out to Paul Heyman. The island of relevancy. You know, the WWE, the Paul Heyman from the WWE. So yeah, the island of relevancy, such as Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels came onto YouTube as a nobody, and he built himself up. A lot of us, we come on YouTube, we come to build a name for ourselves. And yes, we do reactions from these celebrities, and some of these celebrities, they watch us, and they steal our talking points. So the celebrities already have a name, but they don't have the experience because they've been living lavishly for the majority of their lives within the comfortable confines of the MSM zeitgeist machine. Athletes. Cam Newton is now doing podcasting. It's like, oh, what else is new? What does Cam Newton have to talk about? And his NFL experiences, dating, relationships. Guess where he gets most of his talking points. And I'm not talking about Cam Newton himself. I'm talking about a lot of these MSM zeitgeist chess pawn pieces. They watch us. And they steal our talking points without referencing us. But it is what it is. But at the end of the day, people do find us and they do like, oh wow, they discover us. And that's the beauty. So in other words, although there's like an influx of people who are now doing podcasting, look at Call Her, the Call Her Daddy podcast. I mean, she had, the former vice president, Kako Mala. You'd think that she would get like massive exposure. Not really. You see, this is another thing. Just because someone mentions you or you get to platform, if I were to platform or interview Donald Trump, that doesn't mean that I'm gonna get like 10 million subs all of a sudden. No. It doesn't always translate. You're gonna get some views, but views don't always translate to subscribers. People subscribe to you because they trust you. You offer information that hasn't been heard before. It's not that they care about you as a person, no. Well, it might get to that point, and even then there's conditions. If people trust you, if you're a likable content creator, yeah. But again, even though there's like this massive influx of content creators, there are still, amongst everyone that's doing podcasting, there's still a select few that will always stand out. There'll always be a select few that will always stand out. A select few. I'm seeing other people just like, they do reaction videos from Fresh and Fit, and they just sit there, they do like these 20-minute reactions, and they just sit there and they're just like, wow, god damn, he really said that, and they just get like this massive influx of views. I'm like, what? Those people are not content creators. People who do like these exposed videos. MrShowTym exposed. Okay, no, I don't. There's no MrShowTym exposed video, so don't start searching. Okay. Fresh and Fit exposed. Coach Greg Adams exposed. Donovan Sharp exposed. People who do that, I mean, they're seen as people who just sabotage, and people just enjoy like, verbal gore, YouTube blood sports. I mean, look at Piers Morgan. Have you noticed Piers Morgan has like, according to articles, his most viewed videos are the ones that are titled heated debate, Chank Yogurt versus Hassan Abi or Vincent Oshana, and it's like people like, they enjoy verbal blood sports, and to me, I don't value like the vanity or the verbal gore behind it. No, I value the content. Well, that's just me. I value the educational content, and yeah, man, I'm nah. People just value like, Piers Morgan has essentially become the modern Jerry Springer show. Jerry Springer, back in the 2000s, the early 2000s. Yeah, that's people like, white people acting like ninjas, physically fighting, and Steve Wilkos. They don't do that anymore. Why? Because white people like, hey, let's clean up our image. Something that black people don't know much about. Which is why we're viewed the way we're viewed. But now it's in a verbal form. People like argue and debate each other verbally. Now it's no longer physical blood sports, but verbal political blood sports in the form of ideas. Not too bad, but at some point it gets tiring. Even Kevin Samuels, the reason why he blew up is not because people valued what he had to say as an individual, his individual takes. Because remember, when Kevin Samuels blew up, he started to become, famous. He would have like 10 to 15 minutes of his monologue. He'd have like takes him just speaking to the camera, like, okay, modern women, winter's coming, stuff like that, and his viewership his live viewers were less. It's all up until he brought on the woman. That's when the viewership skyrocketed. So in other words, it lets me know that people were like, okay, Kevin Samuels is like, okay, doing his monologue, Snoresville. That's not me, that's them. Kevin Samuels doing his monologue like, snoozing. And then when he do like money works, dude, his transmission, the girl dancing, money works, And then people are like, okay, now he's gonna put the woman in their place. I've thought about that, and it's very sad how some people they just enjoy mindless entertainment, verbal blood sports. They just enjoy verbal blood sports. And it's all up until Kevin is like, oh, ma'am, dress size, how old are you? Are you married? And he's like, ma'am, don't talk over me, don't talk over me, don't. See, German, this is the problem, we all miss St. Kevin Samuels, don't we? I wish he was still with us. It kind of makes me wonder how relevant, like how long could have Kevin Samuels lasted in terms of being relevant? Because, even with Fresh and Fit, you hosting on these bimbos, these OnlyFans thoughts, I mean, at some point it gets boring. Now, good for Myron, he's able to, he has other topics he can specialize on, such as, his whole Fed Reacts channels, breaking down documentaries and, serial killers and whatnot. And Fresh, he talks about, cars and supercars and, he's into girls. Amen. Here's how to, how to make money off supercars, the supercars business. And here, Yeah, the thing is, with Fresh, he's not really relatable. I mean, he displays the lavish lifestyle that some may question that he really lives. I mean, O'Shea Du Jackson ensues that he's being fake rich, not me. But, I don't know. Most people will never get to come close to a supercar like a Lamborghini, let alone be inside it, let alone drive it or loan it or lease it. That's why I say Fresh is less relatable, because he's driving supercars and how to make money off of supercars, how to utilize that, how to lease a yacht, how to use a yacht to leverage that for financial benefits. I'm like, dude, Fresh, most people are never gonna even get to be to step inside a yacht. Most people, like, at the very best, they only get to see a yacht on the internet or from afar. Okay, so, but hey, there is a market for that. I'm not saying you're never going to be everyone's cup of tea. So I'm not downing Fresh for that. No, I'm not putting them down. I'm just saying that some things are more relatable than others. I mean, it's watchable, but I don't know. But hey, if it works for him, it works for him. Okay, him collaborating with Mr. Organic. They're driving supercars and the baller lifestyle with this guy called Bandman Kevo. He advertises the pimp lifestyle. Yeah, that's not most people. Even Dan Bilzerian, he has a significant following, but at the very best, at the very least, we're just gonna like view, and it's eye candy at the end of the day. So that's my takes on this whole, what I've learned about content creation. Um, you see, this is another thing. Candace Owens. Let me talk about Candace Owens for a second. Candace Owens is very respectable as a content creator. I mean, when there's content worthy of breaking down, she's very resourceful. But you can sort of tell when a content creator has like they're out of content to talk about. I mean, Candace Owens talking about Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively, and I'm like, and her legal note coming from Emmanuel Macron and his alleged Skittle Transformer wife, or what? I'm like, as soon as a content creator does multiple, 3, 4, 5 topics on the same subject, say 3, 4, 5, 6 videos on the same topic, on the same subject, yeah, that's when you know that there's not much to talk about. It happens. As content creators, we hit like a dry spell, and then you just see people talk about the same topic 4 or 5 times over and over again. Hey guys, more updates about Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively. I'm like, more updates about Kamala Harris's genealogy. I'm like, what? More updates on in my legal notes coming from Emmanuel Macron. I'm like, Candace Owens, you've run out of things to talk about, haven't you? And I just like, hey, can't knock the hustle. As Jay-Z said, you can't knock the hustle. Okay, gotta produce content. And if there's nothing, well, hey, find something. Okay, so I'm not knocking them for that. I'm just saying, it's like I can just tell when someone lacks topics to talk about. I mean, there's not much happening in the world. Yeah, people just talk the same subject over and over multiple times. Look at O'Shea Duke Jackson. Marvin Gaye gets his ninja wake-up call. Tommy Sotomayor had his car scratched over at some barbershop after getting his haircut at a barbershop. Or not after, during. Huh? He got his ninja wake-up call. See, these black conservatives, they are being used by the white premists to push their messages through, such as Jesse Waters over at Fox News. How about you, Jesse Waters? You say it. Don't get the black guys to say it. You say it so it can come at your head. O'Shea, man. Hey, man. See, you see, this is why I make content off of my own game, so I can get rich. And he's over there dancing like, and so yeah, man. There's all different kinds of content creators, and some do they claim to fame as just reactions, and when you put them on the spot, you test them in real time. They don't have much to talk about. And I'm not talking about O'Shea. I'm not throwing shade at O'Shea Duke Jackson. I have to say this objectively. It doesn't just apply to him, just for other people who do reactions. If you're gonna make a name for yourself doing other reactions, then that just goes to show that you most likely don't have like individual specialties about, higher IQ stuff other than, throwing shade at other people and just making money. Yeah, it's easy. Why? Because people enjoy verbal blood sports. Whereas some people, they actually roll up their sleeves and they actually tackle the matrix, and they have some very interesting talking points. And even then, it's not them as an individual that we care about. It's their attributes that people admire, that makes people eventually care about them on a personal level. But that's all I have to say for now. Till next time, thanks.